Welcome back to Relationship Status. It's your girl, Nique Cruz.
Tisha Samuel, a.k.a. Professor T.
CL Butler.
And your boy, Yusuf in the building. And remember, you can catch us on Relationship Status Podcast.com or anywhere you can find your favorite podcast for free. And today is
Hump Day.
Yeah.
It's that time again. It's that time again.
Okay.
Oh, that time again. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We over here in the groove.
CL doesn't seem too enthused.
I just not for me with the throwbacks.
We're making it up as we will.
Yeah.
All right, so we start with you, brother CL. How's the week treating you?
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Awesome meal of the week. On pace.
On pace.
On pace. You know.
We did now, last episode,
Yes.
if I remember correctly, we did not talk mixtape sales.
We didn't.
We didn't.
I was waiting.
We didn't talk mixtape sales.
Well, I mean,
The price of brick is going up
it's
2 weeks ago.
It's all going up. It's steadily rising.
The package.
Yeah, but the features are going to cost me a little more. So I have to.
So you got to go back up.
Well, legally, I can't talk about it.
Oh.
It's a
Would
matter
it be a
of
breach of your contract?
it's a matter of legality.
Oh, okay.
So right now, I'm not going to be able to talk about it like I want to.
Okay.
You know, some things out there. Okay.
People are behind you. Wolves and sheep.
Yeah. The wolves are definitely here.
Wolves are definitely there. All right. Hey, Professor T. That was
The one and only.
Yeah,
That's
one
right.
and only.
Oh, wow.
One and only.
One and only.
My week has been going great, guys. But you know what? I think I need your help with something.
Okay.
Normally this time of year, I would be excited about, football games and homecomings and tailgates and
Pumpkin
tailgating.
spice.
Pumpkin spice.
Okay.
But, because of Rona, I've had to adjust. So I need some recommendations for something really, really good to watch on Netflix or any or Amazon
I got
Prime.
you.
Because I'm struggling. What's good?
Everything. So, do you like suspense? Do you like comedy?
I love suspense. I love horror.
really?
I don't like a whole lot of chick flicks.
You don't?
I will watch it, but it's not my preference.
Okay.
All right.
And I don't like things like The Matrix where I have to figure
really
stuff out.
focusing on it.
Not too.
Have you watched Ozark?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And I started Lovecraft Country. Am I saying it right, y'all?
Yes.
You might as well say it any kind of way because it's so confusing.
You know what? The first
I
3
can't fit it. I
episodes,
struggle.
you're going to
You're
struggle.
still struggling?
No,
After
you're
the
gonna
fourth-
struggle. You're gonna
No,
struggle
listen.
all the way. Don't listen to them. They're
Yeah,
struggling
I'm
all the way
struggling,
through.
yeah.
Listen, I'm in.
Try the A-list.
The A-list. I've never heard of that.
Because we,
So I'll,
the season finale of Lovecraft Country was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
was it?
Really good. It's really good. Like the episode prior to, like it was.
Let me ask you
It was
this.
something
Did you
different.
find yourself having to go back and rewatch to make sense out of things?
Even if
No.
you go back and rewatch, you still don't know what's going on. It's silly.
No, it's not. See,
It's
that's
not.
a good
It's
show.
not nice.
It's so silly.
See, don't
It
listen.
makes no sense.
Don't listen.
Do you have HBO on demand?
I can get stuff on HBO, but I don't know if I can get it on demand.
If you can get it on HBO, you got demand.
Oh, okay.
Try Euphoria and I believe I'm saying it correctly.
Okay.
And True Blood.
True Blood.
True
Okay.
Blood.
I've
Okay.
seen True Blood come up a lot. Okay. All right. I'll start there. All right. Thanks for the recommendations.
Okay.
The Boys is always.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Boys is always the way to go.
Yeah,
My mom
Hulu?
started watching that. She was like, she's loving it.
And,
I haven't
and,
started.
and it's
it.
not what you think.
Really.
Yeah, it's definitely not
Okay.
what you think.
You have Hulu?
I have Hulu.
Try United States of Terror.
Ooh.
That's
sounds
really
spooky.
good. No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not spooky. It's about mental health,
Ooh.
but it's really good. It shows a mother battling multiple personalities and
Okay.
like being a mother, a sister, and a wife,
And
and
trying
how
to manage
everybody
all
is
that.
handling it.
All right. That's good stuff. All right.
And last one,
Okay.
Ratchet
Yes,
on
That doesn't
Netflix.
sound like something
it
that I
is
would
so
watch.
good.
Ratchet on Netflix. I thought the same thing when somebody
Yeah.
said it to me.
Okay.
It's
It is.
good.
It is nothing like
What is it
sounds.
about?
Nothing.
Nurse kind of finagles her way into a mental hospital where this guy is housed who has murdered some priests. And so she's kind of
Sounds so inviting.
no. It's a.
I'm
it's-
just glad it's not
There's
about
a storyline
black
behind
it's
ratchetism.
a storyline behind it, and it's not. That's what I'm saying. I think it goes away from that. There's the head I guess, doctor at the mental facility is experimenting with different types of experiments, and it just has a lot of. I wouldn't say it's as deep as things as I like to watch. It doesn't have as many layers, but it has high entertainment value.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
really
I'm going to
good.
start with that one and The Boys.
Yeah, Ratchet.
Yeah.
Oh, The Boys.
Ratchet's
The
really
Boys
good.
is worth it.
Yeah, The Boys
Okay.
is definitely worth it.
Yeah, I haven't started.
And
Boys. I
it's
haven't
2
started yet.
seasons worth of.
Yeah, watching. Yeah, if you haven't even seen. No, of course not. I'm asking a dumb question. If you even seen season 1, but you got to start from season 1 and just ride.
I absolutely will. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
The Boys is definitely must watch.
I'm excited. Thanks,
Okay.
y'all.
Can I give you my recommendation?
Yes, please.
It's this story is a fable. No, it's a real tale
Okay.
about a family growing up in Chicago.
Okay.
Good times. You should go back and watch season 1. It's a lot of real life struggle. Great actors, actresses. It's worth watching.
You know what?
Good times.
I will do that.
Yeah.
There is
I think it's good to sit down.
Watch
and
out for the guy JJ Evans. He's a real card.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's a good idea because, like, even I went back and I just binge watched A Different World, and
Oh, yeah.
I
On
loved
what?
it then, but I
Where's A Different World?
appreciated it even more now on Netflix.
Yeah, but
Oh, it's back on
Different Worlds
Netflix.
it's back on Netflix.
Oh, did it go away?
Yeah,
Sorry.
it did.
Oh my god!
But it's on Hulu.
Don't.
Oh.
A Different Worlds on Hulu.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
So when it came on Netflix,
And it's
you guys
on
didn't watch
Amazon
it. Like,
Prime.
I watched every single episode.
all
and
of the
it was-
episodes weren't on there.
well, she watched every one that she saw.
Yeah,
Yeah, everyone that was there.
Yeah.
yeah.
A Different World. Man, listen, that was my.
Listen.
That
What?
was
I was young.
That and the Cosby
And I
Show.
wanted
but
to
I
watch it as an
appreciate it
adult.
so much more as,
Well-
an adult, an HBCU grad.
and a
good-
person
good-
who's been to
man.
college and
Yes.
like, it's just now the depiction of sororities and fraternities, I think, is way off. But
Well, they have to be way off because you get
Because
run
you don't
into.
want it to be too close to,
Yeah.
it was just like way.
I think we would have judged it either way.
Stepping was ridiculously stupid.
Over.
Like, it was. I was like,
Everybody's
what
not a
are they
good stepper
doing?
though.
No. Like the steps they were doing were like.
You can't do the actual people step.
Right.
No, you can't do the actual, but you could do more complex stuff than that.
No, I'm not here
it's
to
very
step.
perfect.
No, they was just stopping. I was like, what are they doing?
I think that we judge it harshly and we're going to call it corny, but it really wasn't that far off.
I was gonna say it looks the same to me. But okay.
It wasn't that far off.
It was far off.
Okay.
But yeah, I haven't watched all of it. My cousin did. That's how I know all of the episodes were in there.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I have to sit down and watch it as an adult. Also, I watch Girlfriends.
I've started.
I wanted to watch it because I was young. I was in high school when it came out. So to watch it as an adult, like, yeah, I'm going through that now. I get it. It's, turning 30, being in your career. Like, wow. Yeah.
That and The Game. I started.
Game is a good show, especially the first 4 seasons.
Yeah.
It was the best.
Yo, listen, that
It got
episode-
weird when Brandy came on board.
It got boring.
Yeah.
That's what happened. They got
On
bombed.
what? The game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that's when it went bad. I think it went bad when what's his name? Did Cheers.
Who?
Kelsey Grammer
Kelsey Grammer.
left,
Yeah.
and they sold it.
Yeah. It got that.
It lost some of the luster.
Yeah.
But it's still good though.
Right. But you could tell the difference.
You could tell the difference, yeah. In the
point.
production, the writing, some of the writers left with them. And then he lost Doran,
Darwin.
and
Mallory.
Derwin, yeah.
yeah,
And Melanie.
I met
yeah.
him in person. He's super cool.
Is he?
Super cool.
And he also left the game to go do Ray Donovan, which
Wasn't a good move.
No, he
it
should
was
have
not.
stayed with the
He
game.
should stay with the game. It was not a good move. He
was
couldn't-
mildly
They came back
entertaining.
at the finale.
Yeah.
Well, Ray Donovan, I thought was a good show.
Was a good show, but he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't.
He should have stayed with the game.
Yeah.
He would've
Yeah.
made.
His he had a higher impact on the game than he did on Ray. Ray Donovan would have been good no matter who they.
Yeah,
Put there.
any random black guy.
Gotcha.
And he
But-
ran the black
Yeah,
guy. could've
any
played.
random black guy.
I
could've did
didn't
that.
know until I watched Girlfriends that the game was a spinoff from
Yeah,
Girlfriends.
that was her
I
nephew.
didn't know that.
I mean, that was her niece.
I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah, that was her niece.
I didn't know that at all.
That was Jones' niece.
Seriously.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
But that's also
Wow.
we brought up another one.
What?
There's 2 other shows that you could probably watch. Ray Donovan is one.
Yeah, I hadn't.
Yeah, Ray Donovan is
I've never
good.
watched
It's okay.
that.
It ain't.
You didn't think it's good?
Oh, I think it's just okay.
And
Half and
Billions.
Who?
And Billions.
Half and half.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billions is good. Well,
Billions
half and half.
is really
Half and half is alright.
Half and half is good. I have been binge
You mean
watching
the
it.
sitcom? It's a sitcom?
What's the
Yeah.
other
Oh,
one?
okay.
See,
Okay.
What?
what's the other
With
one
the
with Don
sisters?
Cheadle?
Yeah.
Black Monday
Black Monday.
or House of Lies?
Yeah, Black
But
Monday or House of Lies.
I feel
House
so
of
deprived.
Lies.
I haven't heard of any of these.
No, Black Monday is
Oh, Black Monday is
Black Monday is it's a cross between comedy and drama,
Okay.
and it's good. It's got
but you have to pay attention a lot in Black
yeah,
Monday.
and Black Monday you got to pay attention.
So I can't be like doing my homework.
Nah.
and-
Nah, Black Monday you got to be keyed.
okay.
because
so I don't need that right now.
things move quickly in Black Monday.
Yeah.
But I think you could be good in Billions. And there's another one I've watched.
When do y'all have time to watch
You
all
like
these shows?
you said horror.
I really do.
Black Summer on Netflix.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, okay.
All right.
Nique,
Thanks,
how
y'all.
was your week?
Wow. Okay, we got away. I was so interested in this conversation.
Yeah.
My week was great. Like I said, I have been staying positive.
Good.
Good. Has it been a struggle for you to stay positive?
No, it has not.
Okay. You been taking your pills?
You know what?
Really, CL?
I'm asking. People be on pills.
I ain't on no pills.
Oh, okay.
No meds.
wrong Nique. Okay. That's my other Nique. Okay.
Yeah, wrong chick.
People be on that meds.
Yeah. Use your
But no,
meds.
I have been very happy.
Awesome.
Oh wow. Very happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Fellas,
Yes.
what about you guys?
I'm
What?
good.
How have you been and how's the week?
I mean, we started with CL.
Started with me.
Did we?
Yes, we started with
Sorry.
CL and went that way. We got stuck on you. Like that's what.
What's that?
That's what
Counterclockwise?
Yeah, counterclockwise.
threw me off.
No,
Yeah.
we went clockwise. Usually we go counterclockwise. He went clockwise. Usually we go counterclockwise.
Okay. So then, Yusuf, how's your week? How are you?
My week once again, Humpington.
Okay.
Humpington.
Since nobody wanted to play nice today, will stay with me.
We wait
okay.
for you to take the lead on all the humpations.
On all patience.
All right. Now,
Over there drinking your humping
let's not
juice.
encourage this.
Drinking his humping juice.
Yes, I have my humping juice.
Yeah.
I have my man's them, and
Yeah.
Your
I'm
man's them.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the week, man. That's
Okay,
I
good.
think that as long as you're deliberate, trying to continue to stay down weight wise, and still eating and still doing what I can to stay away from the carbs and staying on my intermittent diet.
Good for you.
You know,
Awesome.
trying
New
to get out
year.
there and walk a little bit. I finished last in the challenge with the kids, but
Okay.
Again.
but
But you're still in the game.
we're still in the game.
Was you far behind?
Yes, very much so.
okay. I was gonna try to help you
It was
out.
20 miles. and
It
I think
was
I did
12
5.
miles last week.
Yeah, it was 20 miles, 25 miles, and I think I did 5.
No, you were 12 behind last week.
Yeah,
You
no,
only
no,
did
no.
3 out of the 15.
Yeah, it was 25 miles this week, and I did 5.
Oh.
Yeah,
So that plan you
20
had to
behind.
do all that stuff didn't work?
nah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
All right.
no. It worked last week, and I came close, but no, this week I'm out, son.
Okay.
But yeah, that's yeah, it's been a interesting kind of I guess week
Okay.
of sorts. But other than that, we're about to get into a Dear Nique. You know, it's about that time. Remember our Hump Day episodes are brought to you by Unfiltered. Long sleeve tees, hoodies, joggers, leggings, masks, and so much more. Visit them at unfilteredforever.com and use the promo code RSP and get your 10% discount off your order. Remember, there is a science to you. So, Nique, what we got?
Well, before Nick goes, I just want to say, since you just did that, hashtag to Unfiltered, we're outside today enjoying this nice crisp weather in our unfiltered gear. This
Yes.
hoodie is so comfortable. And I just want to say, yeah, I can definitely say that, guys, you need to get your hoodies. And gentlemen, if you don't want your girl to be still in your shorts, buy her a pair of shorts too.
Yeah,
We're still gonna steal them.
yeah.
They're comfortable.
Or call the cops.
I'll call the cops. Yeah, and make sure. CL, speaking of shorts.
Not non-emergency number. Not 911.
Speaking of shorts.
Yes.
We got a question on from someone off of a couple of weeks ago when you said that no one has stolen your shorts.
Yes.
Your basketball shorts. And they kind of asked, what's the explanation?
Why nobody hasn't?
Yes.
What do you mean why they haven't? Why would I allow someone to take something from me?
Hey, listen,
Is that serious again?
I just relayed the question.
Yeah.
I just relayed the question, man.
Yeah, you ain't taking nothing. You ain't brought none. Don't take none.
Brother, I just relayed the question, man.
Because they not staying at the house.
So they not staying at the house, so you don't give them nothing to change their clothes in?
No, good heavens no.
Like, I need some shorts to sleep in.
No, you should be prepared.
But I was here to say.
Nah, fam.
Nah, we don't get down like that. You're not gonna add my shorts to your collection.
Nah.
Ooh, to the collection?
Yeah, she trifling.
Ooh,
Yeah.
why should I be trifling?
You collecting men's shorts?
First of all,
That ain't godly.
It's
That
not
ain't
a
godly.
collection. It's not a collection because I feel attacked.
Oh wow! You told me that in privacy, huh?
I feel attacked.
Okay.
But sometimes just over the years you realize, oh,
Nah, I'm not gonna be a kill on your mantle. Like, oh, look at him.
Nope.
Good year.
it's all good.
Good year. 2007. He thought he was in love.
He thought he was in love.
He thought he was in love. Ha ha.
Yeah, I got my favorite pair of the little Jordan.
Got him.
It has Jordan on the side of it. They're real comfortable.
So you just got you a drawer of humpity hump shorts. Huh?
Oh wow.
Ooh.
That's a hump drawer.
I mean, it's hump day. The hump drawer with the humpity hump shorts.
Yeah.
You know what? To be honest, it's only one person's shorts.
Here we go.
Why are you smiling when you say it?
Here
Almost
we
like you
go.
reminiscing. That's all I'm saying.
Now
No,
she,
'cause in my
now she
head,
wants to recant. That was only one person's shorts.
Yeah, it was only one person to think about it, but and the reason why I'm thinking is because he just had on a pair of shorts. I told him, "Hey, I like those shorts." He said, "No."
Recently, he had on some shorts.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I said, yeah. And he was like, "Okay, no, I'm putting them up."
Okay, Yusuf. Nique and her debauchery. Okay, let's leave this alone.
Yeah.
We're gonna,
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna leave
humping
Nique.
around.
Yeah, Nique. Oh, you've been humping around.
Well, okay, no, we're not gonna go there. We're just gonna
Oh,
leave that
wow.
alone.
Oh, wow.
I've not been humping around.
Okay.
you have not?
She's single.
Yeah, I'm
TL.
single. Like roll down the windows. I can put my head out and let everybody see me.
And post what you want.
Yep, you can post me as your woman crush Wednesday.
Oh wow. Wow.
And nobody's gonna check me, boo.
Nobody. Oh wow. What are you doing?
What is that? Can we get into the damn Nique?
Yes.
Please, because we're definitely.
Tight jeans.
Yeah, we're definitely lost our way here.
And this individual needs help.
Okay.
All right, let's help the people.
Yeah, let's help him out. It says, "What's up, Nique? I'm struggling over here. I am supposed to be getting married in 4 months. When I tell you I love my queen, I mean that with everything in me. The problem is, lately, she has not been the person I proposed to. If I felt like this was a temporary change, I wouldn't be worried. But I am concerned that what I have seen lately could be a long-term change, and that scares me. For the last 2 years, she and I have enjoyed so many things together. She seems to no longer be interested in some of our activities now that she has joined this new church. Okay? I have nothing against anyone who decides they want to make changes to improve themselves, but I am real concerned that she has joined a mind-controlling church."
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's scary. For instance, 5 months ago, after she came back from a weekend women's conference at this church, she came home and took all the sheets off the bed and said those sheets could never go back on the bed until after we get married. Something about the sheets being filled with our sin and lust. She and I used to enjoy sitting at the bar because we get faster service. Well, that has stopped too because she said her pastor said ladies don't sit at the bars. Well, the most recent thing is this. Even though she says she knows she shouldn't be having sex right now, which to me makes no sense, she has stopped doing so many things we used to do sexually. And she keeps saying, her pastor said,
Oh boy.
she has stopped with oral and now only seems to want to do missionary. Again, This has something to do with her pastor said. She does pray a lot, and I think that's great. But a lot of her prayers end in crying and yelling out. To be honest, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't know what to do. I really don't know who she is anymore. And when I told her we needed to schedule a meeting with this lady, my fiance accused me of having some type of spirit towards her pastor. When I tell you she is very different from who I once knew, I'm not exaggerating. Look, this is what religion does to a relationship. I'm not so sure if this is what I want anymore. Am I tripping? Sign, I can't marry a stranger.
Whoa.
Absolutely, he's tripping.
You think he's tripping?
Yes.
How so?
First of all, you're blaming religion. This has nothing to do with religion.
Okay. So who should he blame? Should he blame anyone?
Blame her.
First of all, I don't know if he should. Yes, I don't know if you blame anyone.
Okay.
But she's definitely looking for some guidance.
Okay.
And this may not be the proper church for her. I don't know if it's a denomination thing, but some of these things are definitely a little different. Mm-hmm. But she needs to do things based upon her knowing they're right or wrong, not based off what a pastor said. Okay. A pastor is just a man at the end of the day. Okay. And this man seems to already have manipulated her, but she's open for manipulation.
Mm-hmm. The pastor has already seemed to
manipulate. The pastor,
which is a female, by the way.
Yeah, because it says lady.
The pastor is a woman.
The lady pastor has, because it could be a mommy issue. Mm-hmm. Never really had a woman to look up to, and so the power has shifted. Okay, it used to be the boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Now it's the pastor. But what the pastor says or is preaching probably has some valid points, but you need to also use common sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, all sense is so common.
The pastor is probably not telling her not to, or even making her do this. She's probably, like you said, with mommy issues, trying to do it. She's overdoing it to make sure, like, look what I'm doing. See, look at me. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to stay on a straight line. I'm trying to make sure I do everything correctly and right, instead of actually taking, what she needs from them, what kind of guidance she needs. She's like, oh, no, I'm no more sex until marriage.
Well, if that's what she believes, then it's fine. But you need to believe in it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So then, to your point, or maybe not necessarily, this is a different question. Mm-hmm. So since our writer is the actual man in this relationship, so where do we...
Is he the man?
Well, it's the man.
No, is he the man? Oh. He's really not acting like the man.
Oh, well, what advice do we give him? Let's start with him. Because, what do we tell him? Where does he need to start?
First,
Yusuf, what you think?
I think he should, first off, there's a level of leadership that a man should have in a relationship. And I think that it needs to be, hey, maybe we can find a church that the two of us can go to together. Okay. And maybe it starts there, because if she's apparently she's going by herself. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because if you're saying his words are, she goes to this church and now pastor says. Now, if you went, you would hear what pastor says.
Good point. Yep.
And if this seems to be, if this is the woman you're going to marry, and you're in love with her or love her, whatever your terminology is, if this is a person that you're going to be with for the rest of your life, then this may be an activity that you need to, and going to church is an activity that some people partake in. I think that you need to find yourself apt to go with her, maybe not to this church, but maybe find a church that you both can go to and enjoy, because it seems that your wife or your future wife, this is something that she wants to do. She wants to get involved more into the church, and she's on a particular spiritual journey, and she's being led by someone, because I think what CL has said, she may have lacked guidance. And whereas she once was guided so pretty much by what you did and the things you did together, now she's being guided by someone else because she's in search of some type of faith or religious journey that sometimes people go through. Like
Absolutely.
they just people. I think some people, when things are rough or tough, or sometimes they just want to get out and find something that they can hold on to hone them and ground them a little bit and give them something to hope for.
Yeah.
As far as a better life is concerned, a way to live. And I think that she opened herself up, and maybe you should join this activity of going to church on Sundays with her, because I think that you didn't do that, so it kind of opened the door for this. Because if you would have gone and heard this, I know if I'd have gone and heard all of this, no, we ain't come back here no more, man. Babe. No. We need to find us another church.
But why is that? If that's what she believes.
I think, I don't know if that's what she believed. I think that's what she was open to, because she went to this church by herself. Because like there's certain things, like I don't dispel any church, but I know there's certain things that when I go to if I've been to certain churches, I know where I've felt uncomfortable. Like, yeah,
me too.
There's churches like I'm uncomfortable. Like I've been to churches where people catch the Holy Ghost and fall out. I've been uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, very much so.
I grew up in it.
Yeah, no, I'm uncomfortable there. I've been to churches. I went to a church in Charlotte once where it was at the beginning of the year, and the pastor literally said, I think it was the sowing. I think that's what it was called, sowing of the seeds. Sowing of the seeds. And he pretty much was like, the more that you give to the church, the more you're going to get back. And I'm sitting there going, it's a hustle. Like, you hustling right now. Like, Is
he? I also grew up in that same
perception.
church.
No, I'm just how you felt at the time.
Yeah, I'm just saying by my perception. Like, there's people who go, like, and go, oh, well, and then they was like, I think he said, like, brother such and such just gave this much money. So he's going to get back.
Sounds like the church I grew up in.
And it's just like, to me, I think different churches have a different vibe that everybody that you gravitate to.
Yeah.
So if you leave a person open to their own devices, and it's a woman who, if you're saying that she went, we used to go to bars and we used to do this, apparently this is your lifestyle, because now you're upset, or you're feeling a certain type of way. I wouldn't say upset. You're feeling a certain type of way because she's not partaking in these particular activities with you anymore. And I wouldn't say allowed, because you can't stop somebody from going to church, but you've pretty much, you're okay with your wife or your fiance going to these different churches, going to a church by herself on a Sunday. You did not partake in that. I don't know how any kind of way you could feel about what she comes back with, because you're not going to be a part of and hearing what the reasoning is behind whatever it is.
You make a really, really valid point. I
think that you need to say, hey, babe, if you want to go to church, let's find a church we can go to together, because I don't feel comfortable at that church. Because I think that's the thing. Being comfortable,
I agree,
at a church is big, especially. But he apparently is not a church goer,
right?
Because he would have instantly said, "Hey, babe, how about come try my church?"
I think what he missed out on is, I think you should seek first to understand, then seek to be understood.
Yes.
And it seems like he's really looking at it from a very selfish point.
Oh,
like, she no longer does this. He points out the things that she no longer does that used to benefit him, like the sexual stuff and be going out to bars and all the other things that they used to do. But I don't hear him saying anything about he's really trying to understand this journey that she's on.
And I think that's the biggest thing is he's not meeting her where she is.
And I think the step is what you said. Start by going to the church.
Yeah, go.
Before you completely cancel it and count it out, actually go. And even if you personally aren't interested in that church, or even if you don't necessarily like that pastor, it's worth it to go, because right now that's where your fiance is going.
And not only that, I think that you go, you get clarity as to what's going on at the church, because right now all of this is speculation. Well, you're hearing what she's getting secondhand.
That's true. I agree with that. But he also states in the letter that he asked her to set up a meeting with this lady.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's trying.
No, I don't feel like he's trying, because I'm not going to ask you to set up a meeting. I'm going, and I'll set up the meeting. Like this. No, if I have an issue with something that you're doing, I'm gonna go. We need to go and let me see it for myself, because there might be something to it, and I might fall. It might be a thing where I fall in line with it, because I do not understand it. Like T said, I might not have complete understanding because I'm not in the building. So I'm not going to rely on her to make the meeting. Oh, babe, I'll come with you this week. Because it might be a situation where it's not even the pastor. It's not in the letter, but it could be, this somebody else is telling you this that the pastor said. Or it might be her interpretation of what the pastor said.
Oh, yeah, but you could also start by reading your Bible.
Oh,
if it's not in the Bible, let's just stay away from things that are not in the Bible. If that's the pastor's personal belief, let's just say the pastor believes. Don't say it's the Bible.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And that's another thing.
Because they misuse the pulpit maybe with their own personal agenda sometimes.
So to your point, maybe that's what he's picking up on. Maybe he is picking up on the fact that there are some churches that, I don't know if they intentionally set out to try to, play mind games, but I think he's looking at the fact that if some of the things that the pastor is supposedly saying is not necessarily in line with the Bible, that's where he's getting his judgment from.
Well, he hating right now too, though.
Yeah.
How so?
Oh, yeah.
How?
Yeah.
He's hating on the fact that his girl used to do some things and she stopped doing them.
Right.
That's his first concern.
Yeah.
Because if she continued to do those things and went to church, he might be not writing a letter.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely not writing. Oh, no, he would still be okay.
Yeah, he'd be like, you can go to church as long as you do what you was doing.
Once you stop, like, hold up, we got a whole problem.
Yeah, you interrupting the house right now, Pastor.
But
do you guys think he makes any valid points? Because he ends it by saying, I can't marry a stranger, right? So take church out of it, and he's saying basically, like, right now who she is not the person that
I agree to marry.
Yeah. So does he have a valid point?
I will say this.
You don't think so, C?
Because going back to your first question of, because Yusuf kind of just took it all. But
Okay.
I'll be quiet.
Okay.
I'll mute myself.
No, you did good. You really gave some really good points. But to answer that question of what advice we would give him, just piggybacking off of what he said, I would go. I would go and see what she's learning, what she's experiencing. And yes, I may fall in line, and then it may be, like I said before, over exaggerated. She may be coming home because what she's doing doesn't sound that bad.
What?
No, it doesn't sound bad. What she's doing, like, okay, she stopped giving oral. Maybe she's not that into you no more.
Well, then we don't need to get married.
But maybe he needs to have that conversation with her. Instead of he may need to sit down and have that conversation with her. Maybe it's time for them to part ways. Maybe this marriage is not meant.
Yeah.
Wait, y'all. Whoa.
Yeah.
Are y'all really sitting here saying that it's time to part ways because
Nique and Yusuf are?
No.
I'm not. I didn't say anything.
She's no longer giving oral?
No. That's not what I.
That's not the point.
No. That was just one of the.
That's the only point you brought up.
That's not the point.
No, like she's taking the sheets off the bed. Like he's having an issue with things like that
as a whole
because he doesn't understand.
Yeah,
they don't understand. Like
if she gonna replace the sheets, I don't care if you throw them away.
Like one thing is the sheets ain't an issue.
Yeah,
that's not an issue.
No, that's not.
It's weird, but it ain't an issue.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at you a little different, but you know.
But you don't.
But she's growing. She's growing into a new person. She's progressing. And if he's not trying to understand that, he's saying she's a stranger without trying to understand her change in her progression, then he's already on a slope going downward.
You you used a good word. You said she's progressing because in her mind she's progressing, but then the man that wants to marry her thinks that she's
she's
being manipulated.
Yeah, because I mean, for him, this ain't the woman I fell in love with, and I think there's a little bit of validity to it.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a little bit of validity to it. Like this is not the woman that I agreed to marry.
Why would you think the person you agreed to marry is going to stay the same?
No, I'm not saying that that's right. I'm just saying that in his mind, I think that it's valid to say that this is the woman I've decided for however many years we've been together, she hasn't been this. And so now for this to be such a drastic change, it's like, I don't know if I can because of what I said, because everybody changes. We know that there's change. But apparently it's been a drastic change.
Is it drastic though? When I think about it,
he may just be over.
Sex is different, and she no longer goes to bars.
It doesn't sound bad. He's still getting sex. He's just not receiving oral.
In the letter.
Yeah, he's still having sex.
Just missionary.
Yeah, he's still having sex.
He's still having sex.
I mean, you got to learn how to work the missionary.
Yeah,
but
get
you
creative.
can do working missionary.
I know you can work the missionary, but I mean,
listen now, it could be worse. No sex.
That is in the Bible.
Nique, stop misquoting the Bible.
Missionary.
Stop
do a missionary?
Nique, stop it. Nique, stop it. That's from the book of Nique. That is not in the Bible.
The book of Nique. I mean, let me rephrase that. It's not in the book of Nique.
There are missionaries in the Bible.
Yeah, missionaries.
But I was always told that you're not supposed to do it in no other
position. Read the Bible. That's a lie.
No.
But missionary.
I've heard churches speak on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have heard churches speak on that, and to me it's wild. Okay.
Why are you concerned about what we doing in our room?
That part, because the marriage bed is undefiled. Now that is the word.
And we about to do some defiling.
I will say I don't know, y'all. If the biggest change is that she doesn't do the same thing sexually, and it sounds like maybe for now, right? Because once they're married, then maybe things will go back to normal.
Yeah, because it sounds like she's just like she's.
I don't know if I can
back.
take that chance. I don't know if I can take that chance.
No, because she sounded like she's stepping back for right now. She's not giving you the whole cow.
Sheets represent sin, so we have to read between the lines.
You're going to step back in your singular nature. That's what's going to happen.
Because she doesn't give you oral for the moment.
It's not even about that.
Or because she wants to change the sheets. She doesn't want to sit at the bar.
That. It's not even about that.
She wants to pray.
It's not even about that.
She wants to rejoice.
You're making it about.
She wants to rejoice in her spirit.
You're making it about
in her
things,
relationship with God.
You're making it about things that it ain't even about.
Yes, it is. It says it right here in the letter.
No.
Okay.
You're making it about things that ain't even about.
Okay, what is it about?
You change.
How does she change?
She's progressed.
How does she change?
She's progressed. Now, if I'm a man who is not ready for progression or is not comfortable with progression, that is up to me to decide whether I want to still be in this relationship or not.
Okay. You made a good point.
Yeah.
It's up to him.
Because maybe his thinking should be, you know what? I don't want. She's progressing and I'm not, so I don't want to hinder her.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's a different perspective.
No, it doesn't sound like that's what he's saying.
No,
he's like, I want her back.
Well, I mean, now that may be very well what it is, but the reality of the situation is the woman that you were going to marry is no longer there. She is a new improved, or in her eyes, she is new and improved and trying to find her way. And I feel like it's his decision whether to take this journey with her or not.
He needs to be really informed.
Yeah,
before he makes his next move.
What I'm saying, I think he needs to go
from her. Informed?
No, he needs to go.
Nah, just the whole situation.
Oh yeah, go to the church.
Whole situation.
He needs to go to the.
Well, he can go to the church.
Yeah, go to the church.
But he still has a choice.
Yeah,
but he needs to be. If this person is important to you, you need to make sure you're really informed about what's happening.
Yeah, and I just think that he hasn't taken the time to be informed from the letter.
Okay.
From the letter, it don't feel like, he hasn't said. Like if he'd have said, hey, I went to the church and I didn't like this. I tried to talk to the pastor and she wouldn't talk to me. Like none of that's clear. Like I wouldn't say it's not clear. It's not stated.
Right. His thing is, let me go meet with this lady.
Yeah. Like I would literally go to the church. Hey.
And visit the church.
Yeah. I don't even know if you're in a position to ask this lady for no meeting.
Yeah, no. Right, you gotta go to the church first and let me see what's really going on. Mm-hmm. Because it could be she's saying something up there and my fiance is hearing something down here. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes we misinterpret what's being said.
Right.
Okay.
So it could be what she's saying is different than what's being. So now I go to church and be like, wait, hold on now. She ain't. No. She ain't saying that now.
Or even if she did, she said a whole lot.
She said a whole lot. She said a whole lot of other stuff before and after change the sheets.
So there should be some context.
Yeah, and some things are taken out of, and we know that as human beings, we take things out of context. And it could be a situation where his fiance is hearing what she wants to hear.
That happens.
With a woman?
That happens with people. Sometimes people are looking for other people to validate.
Well, women first.
What they're already thinking.
Right. Mm-hmm.
She could have already be thinking, you know what? No, I can't say that. You know what?
Go ahead, say it.
No, I can't say that.
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't. You know what? I don't want to do this. I don't want to go into my marriage like this. Mm-hmm. I don't want his balls on my chin all the time.
Okay, he said it.
Like I don't. This is not the way.
Hashtag unfiltered.
I'm trying to figure out why he said it.
I'm just saying, like.
Every week we are turning from G to PG to PG.
No, I'm just saying, like but I'm saying, like, it could be something where she didn't want to go into the marriage a certain way, and so it could be that, and he may need to go, and like I said before, he might need to go and take in what she's taking in, and
she's entitled to change,
and then have a conversation with her. Mm-hmm. The only way you can have an informed conversation is to be there for the information.
Absolutely.
True.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And if you're not there for the information, what are you really doing?
Right. Yeah. You can't make a concise judgment.
Yeah, you could just be battling yourself.
Yeah, I think everybody's entitled to change and progress and become whoever it is that they feel
they should evolve into. But I will say
into.
this, as a person who did temporarily attend a church that had some qualities that were cultish, okay? At the same time, I think that he is probably coming from a place of being a protector. Like he has a slim vantage point because he hasn't gone yet, but based on what he's hearing right now, he's feeling like there could possibly be someone, that's manipulating her. And so he's coming from a protective place where I want to make sure that no one's feeding her something that looks like mind control. So I think his intentions are pure when he says, I want to meet with this lady, but he's going about it the wrong way. Number one, you need to go find out for yourself what's going on here, and then you'll be able to make better judgment. Because I have been a part of an organization, and when I invited someone to come, they were really surprised, like, this is where you go?
I have been too.
Yeah.
And in my personal experience, the teaching was second to none. But some of the personal agendas he pushed was like, whoa, brother, that don't have nothing to do with you.
And that's why I struggled, because I thought the teaching was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, but he's put some sauce on it. Like, that's for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think that people, like you said, I think a good bit of, I won't say good bit, but I think some preachers and pastors and whoever do push the agendas that they want to push, that they interpret as this is the way people should live their life. And
sometimes you got to go read the Bible.
And so you say
all the time,
like, Pastor,
read for yourself.
That ain't really what it say.
Yeah, that ain't what it say.
Yeah,
but that's what happens. You have people who depend more on a man or a woman in their interpretation of the text than treating the text as the primary source. The book is the primary source, and then the teacher becomes one of many secondary sources.
Yeah, don't get caught up on the man standing or woman standing on the stage. Sometimes they're just messengers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, now we're going to go ahead and get into some comments. It's been buzzing.
Yes, it has been. This was quite a popular topic. So we're going to jump right in. Our first comment is from Diamond Kane. Diamond says, it won't get better. She may grow years from now if you want to stick in that long, but she's worshiping her pastor, and their church will always come first. Because they'll tell her, put God first, and that means the church. And the sad thing is, she honestly believes that she's doing what God wants her to. I know, because I used to be that girl, and I was good and single. Okay, we have another comment that's coming from Taylor Danielle Jacobs. Coming from a religious background, I have seen and heard it all. This seems to be a bit extreme. When you decide to live for God, yes, things will change, and the things she used to do may change, but this sounds a little cultish because it's what the pastor says and not what God says. If this isn't what you want or think you can't handle, then maybe it's time to part ways. If she is pulled in this deep, that quick, she is too far gone. Sitting at the bar isn't going to send you to hell. And what is the purpose of removing the sheets if you're sleeping in the same bed? That's contradictory. All the pastor said is a no for me.
Is her pastor, was it Juanita Bynum?
Well, she might be Juanita-ish.
Yeah, okay. Them sheets.
Oh, I just got the reference. That was pretty good. That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Oh, was that T.D. Jakes that wrote No More Sheets?
T.D. Jakes. She was under T.D. Jakes.
Okay. All right.
Bonita Bynum. Haven't heard from her in a while.
Juanita.
Yes.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Ken Ellerby says, you think it's bad now, man? Wait till kids come. Hectic schedules around work and the 1,000th divorce threat is hurled your way. You can't knock her for her convictions, but you can certainly take yourself out of the equation if it feels like there's already a huge underlying issue you can't deal with. When in actuality, this should still be the lust honeymoon phase of the relationship. Try to be empathetic to your fiance. Let her know you are in it for the long haul. Then he has this this smirk. Then ask her if this missionary and no oral sex stance is because you are not married or a permanent thing. If she says yes, seek counseling or a possible compromise, but hold off on marriage for now. If she says no and it's permanent, see the GIF below.
Oh, wow.
Okay. We actually had a perspective that was a little bit different from what we've heard so far. The basis of what she's changing is her newfound relationship with God. Mm-hmm. A lot of what she's doing is Bible-based, but she's going about it with you the wrong way. There should have been a convo after the initial exposure to you about what she wants. She's fanatical right now, so I wouldn't get married until you all have a deep conversation. I can appreciate the people who are encouraging them to talk. A lot of people are saying, run, get out, don't do it. And I don't know. I just think that when we give people advice to just quickly throw in the towel and run away from a relationship, this is his fiance. So I really appreciate the ones who are saying, go back to the drawing board and have a conversation with her.
Okay. Yeah, he's trying to salvage that relationship.
All right, and we're going to go to Sarah Beck. I get it, man. This isn't what you signed up for. You're in need to have a real long conversation before you go through with that wedding. If she isn't serious about this church, you might want a man that shares those values now. No judgment. No. I completely lost my train of thought. No judgments. Just saying you both might do better with other people or pausing marriage planning until you figure out what's up.
Okay. Good point from Sarah.
Yeah.
And Maggie Brooke, okay, she fixes everybody.
Okay.
Please don't ever take advice from people who so-called religious folks, spiritual folks, or holiday church folks, especially on Facebook.
I agree.
Get them. The changes that she is making are good changes. Maybe have a conversation about other things. Yes, you and your fiance, you are not equally yoked. But if you love her like you say, go talk to this pastor yourself and ask all the pertinent questions you want. All these things you see seemingly are good things. When God calls you, he calls. I could go on, but seek out this understanding with an open heart and mind, and you'll find the answer there.
Solid advice.
Yeah, I think
solid
so too.
Advice, but read your Bible, please.
Yeah, I was gonna say read your Bible.
Yeah, don't let people tell you what's in there.
Yeah.
And don't go by
Lucas
what someone
said, "Boy,
said.
leave." The end. Jamie Briggs, bounce, shouty, bounce.
Bounce, shorty, bounce.
And several other comments that are very similar. It's over, kid. Let go and find someone else.
Yeah, I mean, because honestly, if you two are not going to be on the same page and she's constantly saying, well, my pastor said, she's not really going according to what the Bible says. Mm-hmm. So it's always going to be what her pastor says. And she's going to be really influenced by her pastor. It's just going to be just y'all bumping heads.
Yeah.
As someone who sat under a ministry that had cultish characteristics, and I never would have thought that I would have actually sat under that for as long as I did. So the point is, we change. Sometimes you see the light and you change. And I think the bigger thing here with him is remove yourself from this right now. If this is your fiance, you care about her right now. Don't think about the marriage so much. Think about if you love her, try talking to her as the friend, right? And saying, is this what you really want to sign up for? Is this how you really want your spiritual walk to be, where you're just trusting everything the pastor says and not reading the Bible for yourself? So I would say not even come as a boyfriend or fiance right now. Just come as somebody who cares and you don't want to see her be brainwashed. Yeah. Just come from that.
Just come as a person.
Yeah. Or even him. Open your Bible.
Well, now, you said you didn't know why you stayed so long.
I'm surprised that I stayed as long as I did.
After the fact.
Now, in retrospect.
What introduced you to it?
Well, here, a friend invited me, and immediately I was drawn because the word was unlike any I had ever received before. The teaching was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And the teaching remained amazing the entire time as long as it was Bible-based.
Okay.
But when the teaching shifted from the Bible and things came across the pulpit as actual personal preferences, for example, I'm just going to give you guys an example to put it into perspective here. Like the pastor told parents, if your teenager, is a member here, that teenager should not be going to prom at their school. Like that has nothing to do with the Bible. That's a personal preference from the pastor. But it was, once it comes across the pulpit, people are going to perceive it and receive it as word.
Yeah.
Some people are.
Okay, that's the same situation I grew up in.
Yeah.
Okay, well, where it was really good teaching, really good preaching, learned a ton.
Yes.
But he had some other stuff.
Like,
what are you talking about? That don't have nothing to do with you, man.
My pastor felt like we had to keep it in the church.
Keep what in the church?
Everything. When you got married, you had to find somebody in our church to marry.
In the church?
Yeah.
What you got about me?
There were people that were like divorced and like remarried other people in the church, and it was so awkward.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We were like, oh, he's married. They have kids together, but they have. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Still come to the church.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Is.
Oh, well.
Right.
Well, as always, we would like to thank our commenters for being supporters of the Relationship Status podcast and giving us your feedback on our Dear Nique. We look for your continued support.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening in on our midweek show. It's your girl, Nique Cruz.
Tisha Samuel, a.k.a. Professor T.
CL Butler.
And your boy, Yusuf, and we are out.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Relationship Status. Remember, you can catch us on relationshipstatuspodcast.com, iTunes, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, Nobody Grinds Like Us, and anywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts. If you would like to join the conversation or leave us a Dear Nique, email us at relstatpodcast@gmail.com or call us at 843-310-8637. Follow us on Facebook at Relationship Status Podcast, on Instagram and Twitter at RELSTAT Podcast. And don't forget to comment, share, 5-star rate, subscribe, and review.